Okay.
Good morning. I'm Katie Labrie and I'm with the Franklin County Development Association, and I am here today with Mark Pinero of Black Hawk Economic Development. And Mark's going to tell us a little bit about the SBA 504 loan program that's available for new and existing businesses. So thank you, Mark, for taking the time to join us. And could you just start out by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, first of all, pleasure to be here. As Katie said, my name is Mark Pinero. I work for Black Hawk Economic Development. I work a lot with the 504 program here. I started doing this with Black Hawk about 6, 7 months ago. I did some commercial lending for some local lenders for a couple of years before that, and kind of got into the SBA stuff through that channel. So that's kind of a little short background on myself. But so Black Hawk Economic Development, we are based out of Waterloo. We are a nonprofit 501c4. So what we do, we have a lot of different economic development programs, but we are not tied specifically to Waterloo or Black Hawk County. So our organization is self-funded. We work in the entire state of Iowa, and then our programs reach out to communities contiguous and around the Cedar Valley area, but all over the state of Iowa. So that's just a little bit about Black Hawk, and the 504 program itself is statewide. It is an SBA small business lending program. So yeah, I can get into talking about that.
That would be awesome because, yeah, we chatted
Any
recently
questions?
about that. And so, yeah, if you could tell us a little bit about the SBA 504 loan program, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so the 504 program is aimed at, like you said, new and existing businesses. The goal is for long-term fixed asset financing for newer existing businesses, and the benefits are you get a fixed interest rate that is usually lower than market interest rates from the government. So the way it works is we usually partner with a local bank. So if you have a relationship as a business with a bank, you still get to keep that relationship with the bank. The bank does a portion of the loan. The SBA comes in, helps subsidize some of the risk and of that loan for the bank. And then some of the benefits also include less equity upfront for the businesses. If you're trying to expand or if you're starting a new business and that down payment is sometimes an issue, that's one of the other benefits of the 504 program. So
cool. So what how
the
about eligibility?
yeah
Can you go through that a little bit? What makes a business eligible, ineligible, eligible uses for funds, ineligible?
yeah absolutely. So really, with the 504 program, any for-profit business that is small to the SBA standards, which in Iowa, I would say 95% of these businesses are small to the SBA standards, located in the U.S., which again, if we're doing any of these in Iowa, they're going to be located in the U.S., and for-profit, like I said. So really, a wide range of businesses are eligible for this program. The ineligible types of businesses would be anything involved in lending, and there are obviously exceptions to some of these businesses as well. But for the most part, any businesses involved in lending or gambling or speculation or anything like that, those are going to be ineligible. Life insurance companies, nonprofits are ineligible. They have to be for profit. Let's see. The big one is, developers, real estate developers, or real estate holding companies that are just looking to purchase real estate and rent it out. That's an ineligible business. Now, you can be a real estate holding company but the goal, and as long as you have an operating company, that is the main benefit of the loan. So if you have an operating company, but you want that the building or the assets to be held in the holding company, that's eligible. We can do that. So a wide range of businesses eligible for the program. Some of the eligible costs, right? So with the fixed assets, we look at it at a project basis. So if you're purchasing a building or you're purchasing heavy equipment, large equipment for your building or your business, you're purchasing the land, you're purchasing the building, you're doing some improvements, any capital improvements to those fixed assets, those are going to be included in the project. And what is ineligible would be operating expenses, operating capital, working capital, any of your, expenses outside of purchasing or improving the fixed assets. So going along with that, Blackhawk and the banks, the SBA, offer different programs to kind of encapsulate those things that aren't eligible in the 504. So what we do is we work with our lenders and other, organizations like yourself that offer different loan programs, and we put together a package that helps you get the financing that you need. So let's say you're trying to buy a building, you need working capital, and maybe you don't have the cash up front, right? So you could look at a 504 program loan for the building, a 7A SBA loan for the working capital, and then a small RLF fund for some help with the down payment. So there's a lot of different options, and that's what we try to do, is work with your local community lenders and development groups and figure out the best way to package some financing.
That's awesome. And that's great to know that, it's not a one-shot thing. There are different options or different programs available so that we can get those businesses started or expanding that want to do that if they're, have all their pieces in place. So and I appreciate you saying that you guys work with different groups and different organizations to kind of put together a package. That's awesome. So if someone's interested in applying for a SBA 504 loan, how would they go about doing that?
Yep. So really, any avenue works for us. I mean, if you can reach out to us directly through our website, and we can possibly send out some email addresses of us personally here at Blackhawk. But you can reach out to us ahead of time or directly. You can reach out to your local economic development groups. They can reach out to us if they have potential customers, or if you're working with a bank and it's something that you think you would benefit from and the bank could look into, the bank can reach out to us too. So there's a lot of ways to get in touch with us. If you think it's something that could be helpful or beneficial to your business, just reach out, and we would love to just have the chance to say, hey, this might not be the best program for you. This is the best program for you, or here's other things that you can do. So we're not looking to, take relationships away from the community and bring them to Blackhawk County. We're not looking to, garner any business or anything. It's really just to expand the opportunities out there for small businesses in the state of Iowa.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for your time. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I mean, obviously, with all this stuff going around with the PPP and the coronavirus and all this stuff, there's a multitude of information and a lot of confusion and whatever else. There's a lot of avenues of communication and resources out there for you to use. Reach out to us. We'd be happy to point you in the right direction of who's gonna have information on this, or who's gonna be able to help you better with this, or just give you any information that we can. So just feel free to reach out to us, even if it's not about the 504 program, or there's small business development groups. There's all kind of different resources out there for small businesses and business owners that we would love to help set you up with and get your business moving.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I will put your contact information at the end of the video so people have that, and the website for Blackhawk Economic Development. So that way, if people can have that. But yeah, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. It was great talking to you, Katie.
Yeah, you too.